Hey YouTube family, today I'm going to be making these shirts that you see me wearing along with a Wealth Builders hoodie. While working, I'm going to be explaining my whole t-shirt journey with you and how it all started. The links to purchase these will be in the description below, along with the link to buy gift cards to my website. The gift cards will be good to use on the website or to get a custom item made. All of my social media links are in the description below, and if you are thinking about investing, my invite codes to Robinhood and Moomoo self-directed brokerage platforms are linked below as well. Let's begin. It was I'm telling my age. I was around 9 years old when my dad took me to Joann Fabric. We purchased some t-shirts and designing accessories, which consisted of roses and a hot glue gun. I designed my first shirt when I was 9 years old. My dad bought this for me to keep me busy during the summer. I really wasn't thinking about designing anything at that time, but it was fun and I enjoyed it. The thing is, he didn't buy me enough t-shirts for me to keep designing, and of course at 9 years old, I didn't have any cash, so that was the end of that. Then came a time when I was in elementary school. Now, do not judge me, y'all. I was a kid. My sister had a pair of Guess jeans that she couldn't wear anymore. I took those jeans, unstitched the Guess label on the back of her jeans, and politely sewed them on the back of my Target jeans. Y'all, I went to school and the whole class was laughing at me. I was slightly embarrassed and laughing at the same time, denying sewing anything. It was then I should have known that fashion would become a part of my life. Don't tell nobody, y'all. Come to find out, my mother was actually a seamstress working for one of the big three auto plants herself. I believe this is where I got my passion for sewing from. Now I'm in college and I really didn't know what I wanted to do, so I was pretty much taking general classes that was needed for whatever I decided. I thought about going to the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York. It focuses on art, business, design, mass communication, and technology connected to the fashion industry. Listen to this story why I did not end up attending FIT. I seen an ad in a newspaper. It was a lady who owned a building on West 7 Mile and Outer Drive. She strategically placed an ad hosting a sewing class. I took the class. It was about $100. And while I did learn how to do some basic sewing, it ended up deterring me because what she did was pretty much made us pay her to help her with an order of about 5,000 dinner napkins for a Ritz-Carlton hotel. Now, I'm no hater. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty brilliant. It was. But after sticking all of those needles into the fabric to hold the corners in place, it turned me off and I gave it up. I'm pretty sure had I not taken her class, I would have more than likely enjoyed designing at FIT instead of doing the same dinner napkins over and over again. So thanks a lot, lady. From there, I ended up taking up business. I knew whatever I wanted to do, I wanted to be the owner, so at least I would have the business part of it out of the way. That was, like I said, around 1999, year 2000 or so. I remember when I was a little girl, my mother would type and she would type so fast, her fingers would be flying all over that keyboard. I was so fascinated with that. And I begged my father to buy me a portable keyboard that had a digital screen on there. It came with the manual and I read it. And with me being a kid bored with nothing to do, I read it and taught myself how to type. When I was around 12 or 13, my mother decided to take up call reporting, which was another form of typing called shorthand. While taking business classes, I knew I loved to type. And you know they tell you when you're choosing your career to do something you love. So I said to myself, I might as well make typing a career and go to court reporting school myself. During this time, I had a lot of obstacles going on in my life. Unfortunately, I did not end up finishing. I was 3 tests away from graduating, and the school closed down after being sued for falsely advertising that they gave out degrees. This left me depressed, along with everything else horrible going on in my life at that time, which was between 2004 all the way to 2010, I believe. I took a lot of time off from school to deal with life's issues, and it set me back tremendously. Fast forward to 2014. I started working in the factory at an auto manufacturer. They gave a decent tuition reimbursement, so of course I went back to school for business. First, I attended University of Toledo, and then I transferred to the Phoenix University online. I got hired in the plant, making only about $15.38. Within a few months, my pay got bumped up to about $17 and some change, but it just wasn't enough. But it's crazy because it was the most I had ever made in my life. Ain't that crazy? It definitely wasn't enough when you're trying to live on your own and you are still young and you want to shop and dress nice, look nice. So, I started thinking of some kind of side hustle I would be able to do while working there. It was a few people I worked with selling shirts, but I still had my love for shirts. My love for shirts started at about 8 years old. I would be in the mall with my mom, and if you guys recall a store named Spencer's, they were in about every mall, and I was always attracted to that store. Me being an introvert, I never really spoke my mind, so t-shirts was my way of expressing myself. As I stated in a previous video, while traveling, instead of buying keychains or other little trinkets, my thing was buying tank tops and t-shirts from the restaurant Hooters. I liked these shirts because they were super girly and cute, and they had funny little sayings on them. Every state I would travel to, I would make sure I went to a Hooters and get a t-shirt with that particular state printed on there, on the back somewhere. By this time, I was around 24, 25 years old. Now, I had lost 56 pounds and was feeling I was feeling myself, y'all. And Hooters t-shirts made me just feel awesome. Back to the auto factory, though. So I decided that I wanted to sell my own shirts. I started out buying already designed transfer sheets or direct to film designs, and all I had to do was heat press them onto a shirt. Then a lot of people started asking me for custom designs. So this of course forced me to learn how to design my own t-shirts. Working at the plant was draining, and I sometimes was most of the time was too tired to perfect my designing skills, and therefore I was not that productive my first few years of opening the business. The t-shirt idea was born in 2015, which was a year after I started working in the factory. The first thing I did was thought of a catchy name for the business. My name came from watching the Housewives of Atlanta. One of their favorite phrases was spilling the tea, which was code for gossiping. I liked the name and started using it, but instead of T-E-A, of course I would use T-E-E for t-shirts. Once I got the name together, I went on Fiverr to have someone design me a logo. I went through many logos until I could find one that I wanted to use. Truthfully, I didn't even like the logo that I have now, but it was taking me so long to find the perfect one that I just ended up using it. Believe it or not, I actually grew to love it. Now it's April of 2016 and I applied for my LLC. I had to fill out a form from the state of Michigan describing the nature of my business and also describing and sending in a photo of my logo to have it trademarked. After that, they sent me my certificate and my EIN number. From there, I got on social media and made sure to secure the business name on all the most popular platforms. My first store was opened up on the Big Cartel platform, which was very cool and user-friendly. I ended up closing that store and attempted to use Shopify, but for some reason it did not work out for me. I still have Shopify, but the store is on pause for now and I may consider it in the future. Now, I'm not really sure how I ended up with the platform I have now, which is Square Up, but I believe Weebly, the website host people, whatever you call them, Weebly had some kind of offer going on, which is where I got my domain name from. I ended up putting 313 at the end of my business name because other people in other states had the same idea as me and also had the name SpillingTees for their businesses, but their SpillingTees was spelled different from mine. So after securing all of that, it was now time to open my business checking and savings account. Once I got that situated, I began branding. I was buying my business cards, custom packaging with my logos and accessories. This is all to build brand awareness. When I decided to start my t-shirt business, I knew it would be a journey of both creativity and hustle. First, I researched and bought the best supplies, from quality t-shirts to reliable printing equipment. Learning how to manage inventory and design unique prints was just the beginning. I also started connecting with customers, listening to their preferences, and refining my designs to meet their needs. To build brand awareness, I gave away free shirts as a marketing strategy, turning each recipient into a walking advertisement. This hands-on approach gave me exposure, but it was a slow process converting them into customers. Back in 2020, everything changed, not just in the world, but in my creative journey. With extra time on my hands, I decided to fully commit to perfecting my design skills. I dived into new techniques, explored modern software, and really focused on refining my style. Each day brought a lot of challenges, but it also brought growth. Through trial, error, and late nights, I transformed my approach to design, embracing every detail. Now looking back, I realized how that gear became the turning point in my journey as a designer. Hey, do you love custom t-shirts? Then make sure you stay in the loop with the latest in t-shirt fashion. Hit the like and subscribe buttons to stay updated on fresh designs and creative ideas. This year, 2024, I didn't realize the depth of the journey I was about to embark on. It began with a simple idea, but quickly transformed to a full-scale learning experience. I stayed researching ways to set my brand apart. Each design became a blend of creativity and precision as I continued to fine-tune my process to create something unique for my customers. The more I networked, the more I found myself dealing with various aspects of customer service, learning how to connect with each customer, listening to understand their preferences, and building trust, one order at a time. Communication became key, and every interaction taught me something new about what customers value most. Getting my name out there was and still is a little tough. I slowed up on giving away free shirts a bit and focused on giving them away to people I highly valued without looking for anything in return. Next thing you know, each free shirt became a moving billboard, sparking conversations and attracting attention. It wasn't just about sales, it was about honoring people who deserved it and creating a community around my brand, with people who loved the designs and supported the vision behind them. Every decision, every late night spent printing, and every free shirt handed out helped build my brand into something I'm truly proud of today. This journey has taught me the power of gratitude, persistence, creativity, and community, and I'm excited to see where this adventure takes me next. On top of that, I'm also thrilled to announce that my business, SpillingTees, is now accredited by the Better Business Bureau. This accreditation marks a significant milestone in my journey, symbolizing my commitment to quality, trust, and customer satisfaction. Earning the BBB seal means SpillingTees meet high standards in ethical practices and reliability, which are values I've always strived to uphold. For our customers, this certification is a promise that you are working with a trusted business dedicated to excellence. I would like to take the time to thank each and every one of you who has supported SpillingTee. I'm excited to continue growing together with integrity at the core of what we do. I'm also excited to announce that we've added our very own branded coffee mugs and pins, linked in the description below. These new additions aren't just merchandise. They are a way for our community to carry a piece of our brand with them, whether at home, the office, or on the go. Our mugs are perfect for your daily coffee ritual, and our pins bring a little extra style to any workspace. We are thrilled to offer these items to our customers so you can show support in a fresh, practical way. Make sure to check them out and bring a piece of us home with you. Designing to me isn't just about putting graphics on fabric. It is about creating something that resonates with people, reflects trends, and brings a vision to life. The process usually starts with brainstorming ideas and sketching out rough concepts, thinking about what themes or styles would catch someone's eye. Returning to my design methodology, once I have a few solid ideas, it is time to dive into the details. I begin refining the sketches, adjusting colors, layouts, and typography to find that perfect balance. I spend a lot of time playing with different color schemes and font choices because every detail contributes to that final look. Each t-shirt tells its own story, and I want that story to be as clear and powerful as possible. Next comes the digital design phase, where I transfer my ideas to software. I use tools like Photoshop, Illustrator, InShot, and CapCut sometimes to create high-resolution designs that'll look amazing when printed. Here, I fine-tune everything to ensure the design is clean, crisp, and exactly how I envisioned it. Some designs require more minimalism, while others let me add more intricate details and textures. One of my favorite parts is adding little touches that make each shirt or hoodie unique. Sometimes that means experimenting with patterns or maybe adjusting the design to fit different shirt colors. I also consider how each shirt will be worn and styled, and I want each piece to feel versatile and adaptable. The entire process is one of trial and error, patience, and a lot of creative energy. Designing t-shirts and hoodies has taught me so much about persistence, attention to detail, and the joy of seeing an idea come to life. Every design is a small piece of my journey as an artist and a creator. Having completed the shirt designs, I now turn my attention to the packaging process. I take pride in adding special touches in each package I send out, such as including a thank you card to express my sincere gratitude to my customers for choosing SpillingTees. So after completing the packaging process, I proceed to the United States Postal Service website, USPS.com, to affix the appropriate postage to the package, having determined its weight beforehand. Once you have established your limited liability company, you will be eligible for shipping discounts from the United States Postal Service, which can significantly reduce costs for the customer. Alright, you guys, put in the comments I made it if you got this far in the video. I stayed up until 7 a.m. this day working on this project. I am quite exhausted and looking forward to getting some rest. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a pleasant week. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I definitely appreciate your continued support. Much love, YouTube. Have a good night.